All right, boys and girls, today is the day. It is Thursday, December 3rd, 2020, and probably one of the greatest weekends to ever come throughout the year. This is ass eating season, and what that means is it's paintball weekend. And for those that don't know, I have a team. It's called Locust Paintball. And we go to this thing called Grand Finale every year. It's in Ocala, Florida, at Wayne's World of Paintball. Anyway, it's going to be a great week of fun. For those that have never played paintball, you definitely should go out and do it, at least try it. I think you would really enjoy it. I've played it for almost 15 years now, and God, every freaking year I get antsy. I'm like shaking, trying to go and play. The biggest thing that you guys will see this weekend, if you guys have been tuning into the Insta or on the Snapchat, is that we have been preparing for this for about 2 months. This is the biggest weekend for us out of the year, me and the guys. And it's going to be a great weekend. You're going to see a lot of content. I'm going to try to get some gameplay in there. I'm also going to try to, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning here in Florida, and it's like 46 degrees outside. But I'm gonna try to get some gameplay content. I am obviously gonna get some funny stories because everybody loves those. I've seen people like them, and I've seen people comment on my videos about it. They really, really love that, so you're definitely gonna get those. I'm gonna try to get some of the drive up there. It's gonna be a long ass drive, but it'll be fun. You will see, we got 2 golf carts this time. We got our whole trailer. We're decked out. Got a lot of stuff coming. Anyway, be prepared to laugh because you never know what's going to come out of Jacob's mouth. I got Brad going. I got my buddy Hunter going, and my other buddy that lives over in Daytona, Chip. You'll see him, and then you'll have Larry. That is my father. So just be prepared to see some funny stuff. We're going to have a huge bonfire outside. We're going to have our whole campsite set up. You'll see that. And then I will take you out on the field later in the day, show you a little bit of what we play on. And keep in mind, if you guys play paintball, for those that do, this is woods ball. We're not playing like in a big old tournament like NXL or anything like that. We're playing on a field that is straight woods. And anyway, I really like all the comments that you guys post on the videos. I read them all, every single one of them. Like the video, subscribe, turn on the bell so that way you get post notifications. That way whenever I post a video up on YouTube, you guys can go watch it anytime. I'm telling you guys are going to have a great weekend with us. I'm going to bring you along for the ride. I got my GoPro ready. I got my video camera ready. We are ready to go. So, holy crap. It's early in the morning. I don't wake up this early. But we're ready to go. We're about to get on to the house and then hop in the truck and haul ass. So hopefully it's going to be a great weekend. Also, this is kind of one of those videos where I'll take questions. So if you guys have any questions about like what we do there, like what kind of vendors are there, or like what kind of shit do we do like before we play, because we usually play on like Saturday and Sunday. So if that is one of your questions, there you go, we answered it. And maybe if you have a question about like why we go up there 2 days early, yeah, because we freaking can. Because we can, and we like to have fun, we like to hang out and just chill. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask. I will be more than happy to answer that in the next video that I make later on today. But I just kind of wanted to make this video sort of a intro. I usually don't do this very often because I really just like posting stories. But I'd obviously like you guys to see my face, know that I'm real. And I ain't a fake guy. So if you guys have any questions, just ask them. If you guys want me to try and post other things related to paintball, I also would like to post some of my reenactment stuff that I do for World War II. That will probably go up on the channel fairly soon. And on another note, I have a lot different style of doing this YouTube stuff than a lot of other YouTubers do. I really don't like editing, mostly because I think it's kind of a waste of time. In my opinion, I don't judge other people for editing because I watch a lot of other YouTubers out there. Shout out to all the other YouTubers out there because they make really cool videos. I know that maybe in the future I might do some little tiny things, but I'm a real down-to-earth guy, and I don't like to put a bunch of spin on all the stuff that I do, because I'm a very extroverted person. I like talking to people. I like having the real stuff to show you guys, and hopefully you guys like to sit there and enjoy it. Anybody who watches my videos that actually knows me in person can tell you the same exact thing. I really do not beat around the bush. I'm straightforward, and I really like to, tell it how it is, show it how it was, and tell lots and lots of stories. And another point for this this intro video to the weekend is I wanted to tell you guys a few stories of years past. If you don't know me, some things that we have from way back when. I posted 2 videos of the same story of my buddy Hunter, who had the long blonde hair, who was trying to shove a big bunker into one of our general's offices for the other team. And that was a really funny thing. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Both of the videos are the 2 first videos that I actually showed. And then the third video that I posted there on the channel is the story of when all of us guys are sitting in Dad's truck. We're on our way back to the hotel for the night, and Jacob is telling us a story about some road rage traffic situation that he had with an elderly woman. If you guys haven't watched that, that's pretty funny. Go back and watch that one. That was really cool. Shoot a like on that one, and comment if you liked it. Like I said, I read all the comments, and I'm sure you guys will like that content that's out there. But one of the first stories that I'm going to tell you is one time when I first started playing. I was around 8 years old. It was my first time ever going to one of these. Like I said, I've been doing this for like almost 15 years. And currently, I'm 22. I've been doing this for almost 15 years. I think this is like 14 for me, going on 15 next year. So it's been a long time, and it's been a tradition in my family where we go and do this every year with me and my dad. I just started bringing my buddies along to kind of build our team and make it a little bit more of a family-friendly, loving environment, because that's who I am. I like doing that stuff. But way back when, my first year of playing, my dad used to do this with his buddies that he knew back in school when he was younger than me. And they've been friends for damn near 30, 40 years. So I was 8 years old, and I'm playing. I'm young. Don't quite have a jersey yet. You'll see all of our jerseys if you haven't seen them yet. They're pretty kick-ass. If you guys have ever played Gears of War, we're Locust. So you get the reference. But I was like 8 years old. I wasn't short. I was a pretty big kid for that age. I'll post a picture up on Insta. That way you guys can see it. If you guys don't follow my other Instagram, that's Bailey Jackson 55. You should be able to see it up there. I'm the little kid that's got like a little chest guard on. But I'll post it on Insta or on Snapchat here after this video, so you guys can go back and see it. Anyway, I played all day, and I'm with Dad the entire time. I'm 8 years old. I don't ever want to leave his side. I got my old XL autococker. One of the first. It's the first gun that I ever owned. It holds a special little piece in my heart. Cool little gun. I still got it, actually. Hopefully planning to use it this weekend in one of our night play games. Anyway, night play rolls around, and we're in what we like to call the city, and you'll see that when we get there. You'll see that when we go and drive around in the field on the golf carts and stuff. I'm about 8 years old. We're sitting, me and Dad, we're laying down behind this bunker, and the other team is trying to infiltrate our city that we hold, and they got spotlights. I mean, they can beam right at us. It's I mean, almost blinding. And I look to my dad, who's sitting right next to me, and I'm like, hey, Dad. He's like, what? I'm like, see the bunker right in front of us? I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go right there. It's like 5-10 feet away. I mean, literally right there. Like, I'm not gonna get shot from here to there because the building is covering us because it's directly in front of us. And there's a window there that I can probably look out and probably see these guys a little better without getting freaking blasted in the eyes by freaking flashlights. And I get up, and I don't take 3 freaking steps, and my dad, wham, right in my fucking ass. Right in my ass cheek, man. I mean, I'm talking like I got a welt maybe the size of freaking Florida on my butt cheek, dude. Oh my gosh. That was literally the worst pain an 8-year-old could ever feel, was getting shot point blank to the freaking ass cheek. Oh my goodness. He takes me off the field. He puts my gun down. He takes my pod pack off. Takes my chest guard off, and he goes and starts wiping me down because I don't know where it is. I didn't even know the paint was still there. I didn't even know really what a paintball did to you when it hit you. But he goes and wipes me down, and he's wiping the tears off my face, and he's just like, "Did that hurt?" I'm like, "You fucking asshole." And first off, YouTube, I don't care if this gets freaking demonetized. I would just want people to see the content. This is funny stuff, man. I mean, you can't get past this without laughing. It's just how it is. But that was the first ever story that I actually remember of me actually playing, and that wasn't the first time I'd ever been shot. The first time I'd ever been shot was by one of my dad's buddies. And he shot me like from 10 feet away. It was the same day. But I mean, he shot me like in the leg so I could feel what it felt like. But I mean, point blank in the freaking butt cheek, dude. Oh my gosh. I mean, talk about all-time backfires on anything wrong you ever did. I mean, you broke the freaking glass cup in the house. He shot me for it. If I disrespected my mother, that's what he shot me for. I mean, I'm telling you, he shot me point blank and didn't miss a beat. Oh, my goodness. Fun times, man, fun times. But second story I wanted to relay back to you guys was a time when I was a little older, and we had a little bit more fun, I guess you could say, because I was older, more mature. I could actually, hang with the big guys, my dad and his friends and stuff like that. And this is actually during a game, again. So it's night play again. And if you guys don't understand why I'm saying night play, it's because at Wayne's World we go to this. It's a tournament, but it's a 24-hour scenario. Sort of game. So you start at noon, you end at like 2 a.m. You wake up the next day, you start at like 8 or 9, and then you go until noon again. So 24 hours time span scenario. Now you know. So there is day and night play. Anyway, it's night play again. I'm maybe 14, 15. I mean, I'm not super duper old. Like, I'm not as old as I am now. I was a little younger, a little bit more spiff. But we thought, and we have this little thing that we like to call shenanigans. I mean, we pull it every single year. We do stupid shit every freaking time we go out there. So funny. Anyway, we thought it would be funny because we were North Bay side, and the other team, obviously South Base. We strapped the other team's tape around our arms, and somehow, I mean, we got player cards. They could easily tell we were not on their team. They could. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could have been like, something's wrong here. You got the wrong freaking tape on. You need to go to the other base. But they didn't do that. So we walked right in. We walked right in the insertion point, and I am telling you, I mean, this next part, I mean, I got a little emotional when this happened because it was one of the best times I think I've ever had, and it was also one of the worst times. But we walk in, and we are walking around South Base because what our plan was is we were going to put the other team's arm tape on, and we still had our team's arm tape underneath, and we were just going to rip it off and just freaking just start blasting, dude. I mean, just trying to get as many people out. We didn't care if we got hit. We didn't give a crap. Anyway, we got South Base, and we're walking a little bit around it, maybe to like right here. And I mean, my dad, his buddies, and I'm way up here, okay, with Jacob, my buddy. Brad, Chip, and Hunter weren't even there at the time. I didn't even know them at the time. But I'm sitting up here with Jacob, who I've known for 15 years or more. And we unwrapped the tape, and Dad just, I mean, I'm talking just, lays into the other team. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, that's my dad. What a freaking cool guy. And this is where it got a little bit emotional for me, is because, I mean, I love my dad to death. And to see my dad get absolutely blasted by the other team. I can't. At the time, I was feeling really bad because he's getting freaking fucked up by the other team. Oh my gosh. But at the time I was crying about it because it was like, that's my dad. Like, quit shooting him. He's out. He's saying he's out. But now it's funny to look back on it. It's just like, I am so glad I wasn't that guy. Anyway, what was funny about it at the end was him and his buddies all got out. That was just me and Jacob. I mean, we had like 30 guys on our team, all of them gone. I'm out. I'm hit. Me and Jacob, we go back to our base while we're still on the field, and we're like, General, we all got out except for us two. I need guys. We grabbed extra guys. We had maybe like 40 people follow us, and we go past the pocket, which you'll see. It's different now than it was back then. It was all woods and everything, but we call the pocket because it sits right in between the north base insertion point and the exit point of the field. So it's like right there, and it used to be woods, so it was kind of like difficult to fight in, and because I mean you couldn't shoot anything. Now it's much more open wide. It's got bunkers and everything in there, so it's a little bit different, but still the same concept. It's still called the pocket. But anyway, I pull up like 30, 40 guys with me, and we're walking down. We get past the pocket, and we're on this trail, and for whatever reason, I see this guy walking down the trail, which is not normal, especially at night play, because usually they're all sitting at their base. So I'm like, I take my gun up. I'm ready to blast him. I mean, he's middle of the friggin' road. I was like, what color are you? I mean, he's like 15 feet away, and I'm like, what color are you? He's like, blue. And I'm like, what? He says, we're blue. And I'm like, we're blue. And he's just like, well, what are y'all doing? I was like, I got 30, 40 guys with me trying to infiltrate the city so we can take South Base. And he's just like, well, I've been here for like 10 minutes. Where have you been? I was like, I was here 10 minutes ago. Where the hell were you? He's like, I was in the bushes over there. And I was like, and you didn't help? Anyway, needless to say, we grabbed all of our 30, 40 guys, and we sprinted into the city, which you'll see it's right next to South Base. We sprinted into there, and we held up a position. And, I mean, we got so close. I mean, we got just to the edge of the city, as far as you could go, while still being in cover, close to South Base. And, I mean, I'm telling you, we just laid into them. We laid into them for a good 30, 40 minutes. I mean, and we took over the city for sure. I can't remember if we took over South Base. I'm telling you, that was probably one of the greatest moments ever. Like, to see my dad get absolutely blasted, which is funny now, and then go back and make something of it, because he got his ass kicked, and then I come back with all these guys and end up, doing something positive on it before the night was, over. That was kind of cool. And then the last story I want to share with you before I make this video too friggin' long, is a story about me going back to when I was a little younger. I was maybe 11, still young. Didn't know the field all that well. It's been a long time. I mean, I know that field like the back of my hand now. It's insane how many times I've played at that field, and how much I've studied it, and really grew to absolutely love this game. And I'm a semi-professional football player. Like, I love football with everything in my being, but I mean, paintball has a special piece in my heart that I hold for me and my dad. Anyway, this story is about me when I didn't know the field all that well, and I actually I was with my dad still. I mean, I didn't start growing away from the attachment of being with my dad until I was probably around 13, when I kind of grew out of my shell and was able to go out on the field by myself and play and do my thing. And that's the honest truth. I mean, if you want to judge me for that, go ahead. I mean, I just loved being around my dad, and to be honest, if I didn't go without my dad, I was pretty scared, and this is one of those stories. And this is a nighttime thing again. All of our stories really come from nighttime. I find that to be funny, because that's when all of our shenanigans come out, but whatever. Anyway, it's nighttime again, and we are at Checkpoint Charlie, which you'll see as well. That's going to be on the map, and I'll show you that. I'll probably show up a little map, that way you can see it, you can take a picture of it, or you can look it up and then you can actually follow us and you actually can see where we are at, and we can explain it to you, or at least I will, because I'll be on the video doing it. Excuse me. Anyway, we're at Checkpoint Charlie, me and my father, and it's just us two this year, I think. Or no, we were with his friends, but they weren't with us. It was just me and Dad. We go out on ourselves. We thought, yeah, we could do this. Fuck no. We got blasted. I mean, I'm telling you, we got to Checkpoint Charlie, and it was like their whole freaking team was there. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, we are going nuts. We're trying to sit in cover. We're trying not to get shot. We're shooting back. We don't know how many people there are. It is pitch black. Can't see shit. And Dad gets out, and somehow, I didn't. And I cowered in a corner. And this is the funny part. I cowered in a corner. And their team comes up to the building I was in, and somehow I mustered up all this courage. 11, 12 years old. Mustered up all this courage, and I was just like, you motherfucker, you got my dad out. Take that before I blast you guys. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, anyway, what color are you? And they're like, we're green. I was like, why the fuck were you shooting us at us then? And he's like, well, what color are you? I said, we're orange. I didn't have the time to comprehend the situation. I didn't have time to comprehend the situation, and they said they were green. I said I was orange, and they went and freaking lit me up. I mean, I was in pain. I was shot to shit, and on my way out, I find this team. And I'm lost, because at the time, like I told you, I mean, I don't know the field all that well, so I don't know where to go. And I find this team, the team that shot me up, actually came by and apologized, because, I mean, they lit me up. I mean, I was crying. I felt like a bitch, and I'll admit it. I mean, I really did. But they wiped me off. They took good care of me. It was like 6 of those guys, all good guys. I don't know where they've been all these years. but I haven't seen them since. But they were good guys. Anyway, they let me walk with them until I got to the point where I knew where I was, and I was able to walk off the field. 4 hours goes by. They're lost too. And magically, I have an inclination. Hey, maybe if we follow one trail, we'll find the exit. Turns out, that didn't happen. So another hour and a half goes by. My dad, for whatever reason, gets super duper afraid of where I am and not knowing where I've been. I've been away for 5 hours, at least five and a half hours. And he had no idea where I was. He thought I was right next to him the whole time when he was leaving. Nope. I've been gone for five and a half hours. And he was freaking out. So he goes to Wayne. Wayne is the guy that, his name is Wayne Dollick. He owns this field, and he stops the game. He stops the night play game early. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and he stops the game briefly so he can walk out on the field, get all the refs to come and find me. Well, while all of that was happening, we thought we were still in a game. And within like 30 minutes, we ended up actually finding our direction on where we were going, and we found an exit. So I walked out without anybody knowing without any knowledge about what had happened, what had transpired with my dad and Wayne. Anyway, I know where to go when I'm in the parking lot area to, go back to the tent. So I go back to the tent, and Mitch is sitting there, and he's like, "Bailey, where the fuck have you been?" And I was like, "I've been out on the field the whole time." And he's like, "Dude, you've been gone for 5.5 hours. Your dad is freaking out. He stopped the whole game because of you." And I was like, "Well, call him. Tell him I'm here." Like, I didn't even give a shit. I was gone for 5.5 hours. That fucker left me. Anyway, be ready for a good fun and enjoy the weekend. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys can sit there on your couches and kind of chill out over the weekend and watch us get shot to shit. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, talk at you later. Have a good one.